Yellow Class, me again. Thought I'd come on and read you another story, and this is a story that I found up in the Year 2 building, and I read it to some of the children that I had today, and I absolutely loved it. It's called The Most Magnificent Thing, and it's written by Ashley Spires and published by Kids Can Press. Is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things, he unmakes things. One day the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. Can you see who her best friend is? Little dog. She knows just how it will work. She knows just how it will look. All she has to do is make it, and she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. I wonder if you know what the word hires means. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. And the children in my group noticed, not really very out of the way there, are they? Can you see this man here? He's having to try and get past. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. I think her assistant is being very helpful. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. I think that's his tail. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. I think she's doing a really good job at persevering at the moment, isn't it? She's keeping on trying, even though things are tricky. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. That's a good word, making little changes. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She really is concentrating and really, really persevering. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square, she makes it round. She gives it legs, she adds antennae. She makes it fuzzy, she makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese, but none of them are magnificent. Have a look at all of her different tries. Lots of different things there that she's made, all the different options she's tried. There's the fuzzy one. Which one's your favourite? Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. Can you see here the author's put that in capital letters? I think that must mean she's really, really mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. You see that big black mark above her head? It's got bigger. If only the thing would just work. How do you think she's feeling at the moment? Crunch! Ouch, that looks a bit painful to me. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I wonder if you've ever felt a bit like that when you've been trying really hard and you've been persevering and done lots and lots and lots and lots of attempts at something, lots of tries, and it still hasn't gone quite right. Wonder if you felt really mad and like exploding. I'm no good at this. I quit. Have you ever felt like quitting at something? Her assistant suggests a walk. I think that's a really good idea. Take her mind off it. It's not much help at first. You see, this bottom picture here that looks like a tiny, tiny little smile is coming back there. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. That's good, isn't it? As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. You see, there she is. She's having a look at all of her different attempts. All of the wrong things. She originally thought they were all wrong anyway. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. Here he is, chasing a squirrel. Look, some people here have stopped to admire all of her different attempts before. This one says, this is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. Oh dear. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair, I wonder what she's made. The pair take a good, long look. It leans a little to the left and it's a bit heavier than expected. The colour could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. They look very happy at the end here, don't they? Can you see what she's made? A bit of a sidecar for her scooter for her little best friend dog to ride in. I wonder if we could learn something from that story. Have a chat with your grown-ups. What do you think we could learn from the story? I think that it was really, really good. The way that even though she was really, really mad and really, really cross because she'd been trying so hard and she had been doing really good persevering, but it still wouldn't go right, that her friend suggested they do something to distract her and take her mind off it. And that helped her push her anger out of her head and to feel better again so that she could try again with a sort of a fresh mind and a fresh start. And then she made her thing work. I think that's a really good attitude to have. To try and try again. But if it still doesn't work, do something else to take your mind off it. I really like that book. I hope you did too. Enjoy the Sunshine Yellow class and I'll see you again soon. Bye.